Our lesson for today comes from the Gospel of Mark. It's right after Jesus has entered into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. It says, "And they came to Jerusalem, and he entered the temple and began to drive out those who were selling and those who were buying in the temple. And he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves, and he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple. He was teaching and saying, 'Is it not written, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations? But you have made it a den of robbers.' And when the chief priests and scribes heard it, they kept looking for a way to kill him, for they were afraid of him, because the whole crowd was spellbound by his teaching. And when evening came, Jesus and his disciples went out of the city." After Jesus entered Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, he goes into the temple courtyard and he drives out those who are selling animals for sacrificial worship. Now, the sellers that are there aren't actually doing anything wrong. They're doing exactly what the religious law has prescribed. They're upholding all of those necessary religious duties. But still, Jesus comes and he overturns all the tables because that whole system of sacrifices in the temple had become a distraction. People were starting to get so concerned about what sacrifices they needed to give and when that they were missing what else God was doing, especially what God was currently doing right then through Jesus. And we, perhaps haven't stopped getting distracted. We're probably a lot more distractible now, even. We get distracted by work, by media, by the things the world tells us about ourselves. We get distracted by our own fear and our own anxiety. I don't know about you, but I tend to get distracted by my own list of rules about what I need to do and how I need to do it and what I need to do to be good enough. So I don't think that Jesus has stopped his business of overturning those things that get in the way. Anything that threatens to get in the way of noticing his love, his healing, and his power to change the future for us and for the whole world. And to do that, Jesus sometimes needs to clean out a little bit of that stuff that gets in the way of us recognizing what God is doing in and through us. So today, our action is to clear off a little piece of space. I don't know how big the space you have to work with is, so even if it's just a little tiny square of space on your desk or on your floor or anywhere, that's fine. But we ask you to just clear off a little space. And let this moment of clearing off, however long it may take you, be a way for God to get a little bit of your attention as we begin this Holy Week journey. Let it invite you, whenever you see that little tiny space, let it invite you to take a few moments in prayer or in reflection each day this week. If you got a Holy Week bag, we sent along a little purple cloth so you can put that down, because I don't know if there's a clear space on my desk. It tends to get filled with something. So put this cloth out just as a small reminder to you that this is a week that we are invited to pray again and notice again what God is doing through Jesus. Take care.